everyone, and welcome to Rev RPG. Tonight we're going to be doing Blood in the Bayou, our Vampire the 5th edition, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition live play. Um, Sorry, I had to mute stream. I was listening to it on both sides. Uh, I'm going to have the players introduce themselves, who they're going to be playing tonight, and kind of give me a journey so far from like your character's perspective, maybe certain highlights that you want to show off as your kindred progression. So, I'll go ahead and start with myself. I'm Sway. I'll be the storyteller tonight. I might be starting to dip my toes into the horror streams, which is going to be fun for everybody but me, or or everybody who doesn't like horror. Um, Feel free to turn the video off and the sound off and just wave from chat. But go ahead and take us away, Matthew.
Uh, okay, yeah. My name is Matthew, and I'm here on Rapid RPG sometimes. And I am playing Jace Campbell, your resident perfect Tremere. Ding.
Tell us his story.
Yeah, so
walk us through Jace.
God. Yeah, so basically Jace has never done anything wrong, and that's all that you need to know. Some of his perfect highlights that have all been him being correct include taking notes about the Kindred Society and immediately having them taken away from him and burnt. Definitely not doing any magic that he shouldn't have done and therefore being haunted by actual deities. Definitely has not included looking at a ghost and bringing it home and then turning it into a wraith. Definitely has not included eating another kindred and committing diablerie and therefore now having spooky darkness abilities. Other perfect things that he's done that have not been problems includes always pushing every single button available to him and making sure to get our coterie in the best situations possible.
I like it. Now, who do you want to turn it over to tonight?
You know what? Let's just keep going in order and just head on over to Kat.
Okay.
I swallowed my ice cream. Sorry. Hello, it's me, Kat. You can check me out here. I'm here tonight, and most nights on the same day. And I'm also on that's here. I'm also on Indigo Chameleon. This is going great. Everything's fine. And on Indigo Chameleon, I'm on their D&D game on Sunday nights, Chaos Campus. Right now we're fighting Don Rosantes. It's fine. And then I also run a vampire game over there on Monday nights, where this coming Monday they're getting their asses handed to them by their own prince. It's gonna be great. But on this vampire game, I play Elizabeth, whatever her name is. She has a couple of them, who in the almost a year period she's been here has gone from Stranger Sabbat to Scourge of New Orleans.
Scourge of New Orleans.
In less than a year.
Yeah.
I am perfectly sure that no Primogen have questions about that or why or any at all suspicious of this ex-Sabbat who has just showed up and decided they wanted to be Scourge. Highlights is adopting every animal I've ever seen in my life.
Two of every kind.
Two of every kind, correct.
2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds.
2 dogs. I found out about Irish wolfhounds yesterday. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, they're good.
Just more big ones. I dated a Nos. We broke up because I never saw him because I was too busy trying to make sure the coterie didn't die.
To be fair, it is a full-time gig.
It is a full-time
How
job.
dare you?
I was also being a hound and investigating, which is cool. But then now I'm Scourge and I can just murder. And I'm Kitty's really good. Not Kitty, not anymore. Liz. Liz is very good at talking about the first 50 years of her vampire life, and then up to a year ago. That middle we really haven't talked about much, and probably won't unless someone forces her to.
Probably haven't dipped our toes into that one.
We haven't talked about the Sabat days. Everything's fine.
Hi, I'm the character who will absolutely one of these days get her to talk about the Sabat days. 100%. If anyone at this table is going to force that out of Kitty, it's Siren, the bestie. Hi, I'm Pixie. I play Siren. I just took it. It's like, because it felt like a natural in. I play Siren. You can find me as @ChaosPixieMagic on all platforms, doing cozy gaming and world building and writing and stuff. When I'm not having bad health spirals like I have been lately. So, yeah. Also, our new dice, our new handmade dice are going up in my shop. We are shifting some things with how the brands operate. So if you like handmade dice and supporting small artists, let me know in chat. I'll drop you a link. But I play Siren.
Small.
What?
It's a small artist. I was like, she's in fact small.
It's
This is true.
Actually, a small artist.
She is pocket sized.
In both influence and stature. I am going to remember where I was going. Right. The stream strength is unstable, and so am I. It's fine. So, she plays Siren. I play Siren. She was a drummer and singer and everything in a band before she was turned. And now she uses the power of her voice as a daughter of the cacophony to manipulate others. Although technically, no one outside the coterie and her daddy sire knows that she's a daughter of cacophony because they mask themselves within the masquerade, Russian nesting masquerade situation as Toreador. She went from just wanting to be this ran away from home lying to her parents, loner girl who didn't take responsibility for anything and just wanted to live her goddamn life, to suddenly feeling all the responsibility for every goddamn buddy. And very aware that she constantly makes fucking mistakes. That's not a problem. She's made so many mistakes, she has genuinely convinced herself that the coterie would be better off without her. And she's one bad day away from just leaving. Because she fucks up a lot. But her voice is dangerous, and she doesn't always know how to control it. So, super fun times for Siren. She just wanted to play the drums. She just wanted her parents to be proud of her in a band. None of that is happening. Cool. And Meg's back in time for her intro. Thank God.
Hi, I'm Meg.
We had audience members ask for a recap because they're new. So we're like
okay.
telling them our story.
I'm Meg. I play Gem, the human Jenga blocks, or emotional Jenga block tower that's just one pull away, my friends. She's a music aficionado. She's a bartender. She bartends at La Save, the haven for the coterie, and she's Malkavian, so she's got that weird fun nonsense that she wishes helped more, but yeah. I don't know.
It's the Jenga block tower that has things to tell you what to do on it.
Oh yeah.
It's
And it does say
accidentally one of
last
the
straw on
spicy
it.
ones. That's
Oh no.
I don't think it is. I think she wishes it was, but
it's a
they know
mixture.
full well.
It's actually
it's
7 different Jenga sets, all
that have all been
just
mixed
Some are
together.
just tarot cards. You pull them out.
You know,
Oh,
that actually
tower.
that tracks. Yeah.
A couple of them are the
Um,
oversized Jenga, like that'll kill you if it lands on you.
She's doing her best, man.
Like I said, I'm Sway, and I'll be playing everything else. And I can confirm that Jace has never done any of those things. I can confirm that it is really odd that a prior Sabat is now the Scourge of New Orleans. I can confirm everything, but from different points of view, they're all wrong. Different people is the wrong word. Different monsters of the Bayou, looking at them as pawns as tools, as threats to themselves or just to the masquerade as a whole. The remaining Primogen, scattered as their history has been, they look at them in ways that would make the party very uncomfortable if they could read past those stone and porcelain facades. But the way the kind look at them, the humans of New Orleans, the bar owners of Le Savre are kind of pale, but they're fine. It's for great parties, great music. The ladies, the little old ladies that live across the street from a public library, think that they're very studious. Especially that little witchy one. Bless his heart. The food of New Orleans don't realize the threats that walk among them. Because worst case scenario, you might not be food. You might be their new best friend. You might end up being their lover, their toy, their tool, their ghouls.
Their ex-husband.
Their ex-husband, kind of. Still technically never broke up.
That's true.
Oh my god, I'm still married.
That's a whole different conversation to have with it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
no.
Yes,
Coming
our
soon from
lovely...
VTV, Vampire Masquerade rom-com, in which our Malkavian is accidentally, still married to the Second Inquisition priest.
You
Yeah,
are
our-
not the father.
Our lovely Gem, who, for intents and purposes, fell asleep next to a man across town in his dreams, spent 15 years of non-problematic, non-church versus monster, none of that, just love. Compatible, perfect love. And then she woke up and realized that only like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes had passed. So there are some people in New Orleans that would know exactly what they were looking at. The Second Inquisition is here now, seemingly in more force than they've ever been here. But we're going to focus on the human element tonight, because you all have some work to do. Who did we decide to ghoul?
What's his
I
name?
have a
Brown?
list.
Yes, the politician.
I have a list with
Corey
names.
Brown.
Corey
Yep,
Brown.
Corey Brown,
Corey
the
Brown.
politician.
Mhm.
I'm going Corey, and then we have a aide and a bodyguard.
Aiden
Yes,
and bodyguard.
Aide by Matthew, bodyguard by Kat.
Correct.
Now, does Jem want in on this at
We've
all?
discussed at
Okay.
length that she is throwing the party and all these things as not herself. We've already done the planning phase. Has happened many episodes.
Yeah, I just look over in the corner at my ghoul Ryan, who's got like a muzzle on and is trying to like put together a puzzle or something weird. Like I'm like, I don't want to help. I don't.
So, you guys understand it'd be pretty easy to get the aide and the bodyguard if you got Corey Brown himself first. But how do you guys want to do this? Do you want to take out the bodyguard first, so the security is compromised? Where in the city would you like this to happen? We're assuming you guys have all his information. You know his house, his phone number, everything. You can easily locate him at his home or his work facility. But is there any other place you would like to catch him at?
Was this not why we were doing the party that we spent forever planning? Was as a ghouling fundraiser?
Go ahead, Matthew.
I mean, in addition to that question, um, the do senators have constant Secret Service style bodyguards? Can we not just break into this single man's house and ghoul him?
Yeah, like he would have alarm systems. He would have like
I mean, sure, he's like a
he would
dude.
have technology, but I mean nothing past that. He's not going to have live-in security.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean, like if the party
The
doesn't
cops
work
wouldn't.
out, if the party doesn't work out for some reason, we just break into this man's house and ghoul him and tell him you tell the cops no because you're our ghoul now, and he just does it.
And he just does it. Okay.
He's a fucking human. Like, he's
So
shit.
if we're going to do it all at the party, are we going for all three tonight or just one or what?
Try all three.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hat trick
why
it,
not?
man.
Yeah, because the bodyguard wouldn't be at his house, but he definitely would be at like an outing on Bourbon Street with alcohol.
Yes.
I think we also decided to not host it at LaSalle. Remember, we were going to try to find a third a neutral location. Meg was going to do the face and look like someone who is not the owner of LaSalle. And we'd already put those flyers and those whatevers into several episodes ago. We'd already put that into the start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I turn it over to you guys then.
When are we starting?
Like
The
where?
party is tonight?
I thought that was the plan, was because we didn't have the ghoul episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Perfect.
That tonight
No,
would
I
be
didn't mean
the.
tonight in real life. I meant in game. Are we waking up the night
Yeah.
that this is happening?
Well, that's what I said. Is there anything else that you guys would like to plan and nail down, or are we doing it tonight?
Let's just jump into
I
the
don't
party
think-
unless anybody
Yeah.
has anything.
So you
Yeah,
wake up.
I don't think
and
there's
then-
any like prep to do.
Not really. It's all going to be in the moment, unless you guys
But
wanted
also
to take
just saying that
preparations
feels
to.
so fucking
No,
dangerous.
because like we rented a big fancy ballroom,
Mhm.
right?
Uh-huh.
I like to think that between the four of us, we have personal security who we know are trustworthy, either because we've hired them, or they're ghouls, or they're whatever, or if Vegas is a fucking bouncer there, who the fuck cares? Like, you've got, yeah, exactly. So like we've got Hammy, we've got Yo-Yo, we've got security, and I believe the plan was for Matthew and Liz to be catering detail, and possibly for me as well. Like if we're all trying to just
I think yes, we were all gonna be catering, and then also additionally, just in case, have fancy clothes,
yes,
so that we
because
can,
yes.
if we need to go change, we can be attendees at this thing.
Okay. You have your disguise kits ready to
Yeah.
go. Your quick change outfit.
And I mean, listen, man, galas last several hours, so if we need to dip out for 20 minutes to go freshen up, to change outfits, it's not gonna be, nobody's gonna notice. And then Jem was gonna be behind the bar, yes, as like a different faced bartender.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we had discussed doing drink ghouling or take somebody away ghouling. Did we have a preference on that still?
I think the goal was, I think we weren't gonna know until we saw the space and in the moment.
Valid.
was the thing.
Valid.
Also, if Jem is
Yeah.
bartending instead, then one of us has to be the host.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
so I can host instead. That's fine. I can debutante be that bitch. But
Yeah.
but if okay, yeah, I'm misunderstood. Cool. All right. Then
Respect. Just
what?
just because she would offer, do you want me to change your face into something different?
Mm.
Yes. No. Yes. No. No.
I mean, yes, do it if you want to, but that's so
No,
gross.
I'm good. I'm all right.
Okay.
I've trust me. When I look
Go ahead.
like my parents wanted me to look, I don't look like this.
But you're still you.
Let's get a wig.
How drastic of a change are we talking?
Brown hair for the day, black hair for the day. She's gonna just fully dye it because it'll grow back blue tomorrow.
Valid.
She 100% comes out with jet black hair, which just the stark pale difference. She is when she emerges as hostess version of Siren, where she is Serena, she has black hair, and because she could not bring herself to go blonde again, which is what she was, she emotionally couldn't handle it. She's black hair that's up in this like updo here, and just very thick and very when Wonder Woman goes to that party, that's hair up exactly. And she is wearing a red not red. Red. It starts like champagne colored satin dress or silk, whichever one is, yeah, and fades into red as it goes toward the bottom, and red heels and red jewelry accents, and a little, yeah. So it's champagne and red with the black hair and the pale, yeah. But she also, she holds herself differently. She walks differently. She never, even if you are taller than her, she is somehow looking down at you. And it is, in the few moments when it's just us, that she drops her guard. She's like, I hate this. Never let me become this person. Okay. And she just, God, she hates being this so much, but she's really good at it. And
You're not a Venture, so you won't.
Oh, thank God.
You're not even a Toreador, so you won't.
I have never been happier in my life. Thank you. So that is this version of Serena.
Roll me a charisma performance.
Done.
You got it.
I know you'll struggle with that. I think it's an 8.
I know you'll struggle with
Fucking
that.
8.
Also,
Facial failure.
hang on. You said performance. May I please make an argument for etiquette as well?
Yeah, you can add specialty dice.
Thank you. Because this is literally her upbringing. It's like not fun. Don't like.
Well, hold on. You can roll the etiquette for how you're pulling yourself together, or you can roll etiquette for the next thing of the planning.
I'll do etiquette for the planning. Good. All right. I'll just roll charisma performance for this. Got it. Two successes. No, I only rolled 4 dice. That's wrong. Hold on. Sorry, typed in the number wrong.
So you definitely have 8.
Yes, I know.
That's so wrong.
6
Please help.
successes. That's
Thank you.
that's a normal
Okay.
number. There
good.
you go. Sorry, I was
you
like,
are-
wait, that's wrong.
It's painfully easy to fall back into,
Ugh.
even despite how you've been all these months. It's still real easy to fall right back into that. So, how, in your mind, take me through how you want tonight to go. Now, this isn't talking about the ghouling, but what kind of event did you put together for this fundraiser? Like, what is the course of the night? Are you going to want Corey Brown to just, hi, thank you, and wave? Are you wanting to make a speech? Is it just for him, or is it more for one party or the other, or how do you guys want the actual event itself to go?
I have a theory suggestion that Siren would have put out in this stupid fucking party planning mode headspace over the past couple. We're flashing back in the heist to previously when we set this up. We're running this like one last job, okay? So we can just like backtrack halfway through. Sometimes it's just as interesting to see how other people behave around him, and we may end up needing backups in this corner at some point. I think inviting more people in that area, even competitors perhaps, it might be nice to have Jem, from her vantage point, gauge how they all feel about him, each other, the cause.
Yeah, and if we want to, it can, instead of being a party specifically to endorse Corey or whatever, it can be it's not that hard to, on paper, start up a charity. This charity can be a charity for the homeless, especially since that is...
I need money for my animal rescue.
Perfect. Because if we can if this can be a like legitimately a charity fundraiser type thing, that gives us the exact opportunities to invite multiple people, so that it obviously does not look like that Corey Brown has been targeted.
No.
And also so that, like you said, we get to see how everybody else reacts.
Exactly. I think
So-
this needs to be an event not specifically for him, but if we can make sure to
And he can give a speech.
exactly.
He's the senator.
If he is yeah, exactly. We have asked him to give a speech
One of
just to
candidates,
ensure
yeah.
that he's there.
Yeah.
But it's not for him. It's like hey, we'd really love you to endorse this cause. It would mean a lot to us because we feel our visions are aligned or whatever. Like,
It would also mean a lot to him. Like, it's really
Exactly.
good PR for him to be seen at a animal fundraiser.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially a local one.
Oh,
This
yeah.
isn't some national fundraiser that is just happening in New Orleans. It is a new local initiative.
So,
And I
are-
like the go.
is Liz going to want to go as maybe a shape changed face of this this animal shelter, or is Liz still going to do the waiter maitre d' kind of role?
I might steal the later because I trust Syra to talk about animals.
Oh,
I just didn't know if you wanted to have a representative there from.
I can.
The animal
Well, we can
shelter.
say that it is. This is one
Yeah.
of those initiatives that it's funding, and
Yeah.
we'll be hiring on some people to take it over and run it, and like so it doesn't have to be like me going and getting my hands dirty, should it come up. But no, I don't think they're gonna investigate that deeply. Like, yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna have a brief speech about that. Then maybe he talks, maybe he doesn't. See how the crowd and his other people react to him.
Okay.
And then asking for donations. Are you guys gonna do any like while the donations are doing out? Are you guys gonna do any like music, or are you just gonna do like a mingle kind of thing?
Probably some background.
Yeah, we're not gonna have like a
some-
concert,
sounds
but
good.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get if we can get
Quartet?
Maroon 5 or something to like come down and do an animal benefit, but like,
Yeah, like if we can have
Actually,
a
he's
string
he's a
quartet.
Tremere ghoul, and he
you
can't
go.
come to town.
Fair. But
Yeah, like
it's-
some like fancy string quartet, a harpist. I don't fucking
yeah.
know. Some
What? No,
bullshit
fuck
like
it, because
that.
it's New Orleans. Let's get a jazz,
jazz band.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, true,
Yes.
true, true.
Yeah.
100%.
There's fucking yeah. There's yeah. That's
Okay, that's
Jim will take
that's
care of that. She knows
easily
enough
done.
people.
That's
Yes.
easily
Oh,
done.
yes,
Between
please.
all the kindred connections, you guys have jazz bands. Hell, Vegas would know who to hook you up with.
One question I did have for us, as we are doing this, is like LaSalle has put on a couple of parties for kindred, or for kind, or
Mm-hmm.
for us.
Kindred.
Kindred.
Thank God I did fucking that goddamn
I mean, to be
word.
fair, you've also put it on for
Um,
the kind.
Kinda,
you
but
know,
so
your weekly
this is
events,
our
Valentine's Day.
Kinda.
this is our first like influential party. Are we asking for help from other kindred?
I think
Jace's opinion is that we do not, especially because we are trying to ghoul the people here. I'm not trying to be in debt to somebody so that I can ghoul a personal aid, but I don't know what,
I think we had
what your all's
discussed
thoughts were.
also not wanting them to necessarily, because we know there's division within the city, and so giving that power and knowledge of like, here's why we have this man in our pocket, it's to deal with the 2i, like, would be risky. So like, it's just us trying to establish ourselves, you know. They've got other shit going
Yeah.
on. They're not like, you know. So
I mean, Rebecca Chase offered to
Yeah.
assist in any planning
she
that
was
you
the
guys
one who
needed.
knew, like,
And she
yeah.
100%
you.
would have
No.
would have snatched people up.
Yeah.
because she doesn't know about this party, and
But she knows where, like- yeah.
Candide does,
Yes.
and I don't think Jem really talked to it about it. Like, it wasn't a hiding it from him, but also it didn't. I don't think there's a reason for it to have come up.
Yeah.
And she's not.
You mean
asking
that's
him
not
for
part of
help.
your foreplay? Is so I'm planning this party
Here's the
to
ghoul
ghoul
that
this senator.
they're all gonna
Well,
do.
Listen, at this point, we're trying to figure out. Do you want to live with me? Because I'm married still, so we gotta I don't know.
You mean the sex Jenga block didn't say talk about a party that you're planning?
Not tonight. It didn't. No.
No.
Weirdly, at
It said
Halloween, it
talk
said it
about
every
possible
single
Talk
day.
Talk about your current /ex religious trauma in
Actually,
parentheses.
weirdly enough, it was just a Hello Kitty face. I don't know what that means, but
But we figured it out.
we made it work.
We made it work.
Good for you.
So yeah.
Okay. The only person I want to know if you guys are telling, since you guys aren't offering up who you want to tell, is are you telling Victor about this?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I legally have to.
Do you?
No. You don't.
Why?
We're
Why
not
would you?
breaking any rules.
No, we're
We're
not.
not.
Well, I mean,
Technically,
ghouling.
we are.
Ghouling.
You know, like ghouling a senator is kind of probably important enough
It's
to tell
also-
somebody, but we can tell the prince if we
Hey.
needed to.
Vegas
Like,
knows.
Ghouling a senator is a good thing to have in our pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could tell the prince he's likely to just not give a shit or
Yeah.
kill you, but
No.
Those are his
You
two
never know.
moves. You know.
Those are
Pretty much.
too
he's really
obvious.
just like chill. Oh, now you stepped over the line. I moved the
Chill.
line. I just put it there a second ago.
Why did
It's a
you
different
not?
movie.
Inside Prince.
They're both gay.
There's no. Yes. There's no reason to tell Victor. And we don't. I'm sorry. Have you ever had to explain your rationale for ghouling someone? No. You want them because you want them. Doesn't fucking matter why.
Okay.
That's true.
I
feel like
just wanted
Jem
to
is
know
actually
y'all's
saying
reasoning
this to
for
Liz.
or
It's like, no.
against. That's okay.
I don't tell him at the moment.
There. Yep. That feels right.
Tell him if it comes up and he asks me directly.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
You're not
If
lying.
he asks me directly or this goes to shit.
Yep.
If he asks you
If we
direct-
kill
no,
everybody.
If he asks you directly, did you guys throw a party just for the sole purpose of ghouling this senator to deal with Second Inquisition? He already has his answer. He already knows. So it's not a
That is
problem anymore.
so specific.
Which kind of sounds like the
Yeah.
exact questions that Victor would ask.
What a-
The ones he already knows
Yeah,
the
exactly.
answer to.
Victor's not gonna
If
question
he doesn't
it.
know something,
He already
he'll find
fucking
it out.
knows. Like, he already
Yeah.
knows. Like, that's not
Yeah.
going to be a problem.
Just
You're so
operate
pretty
like
cool.
he already knows.
Just operate like Victor already knows.
Just
this
operate
is
like
he now,
he is
Cavius?
Corey Brown, and we just don't know
Yeah.
it. That'll be fun.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
I just
So-
spent a lot of time with that man, so I need to be careful what I say around him.
So there's only a couple points in the night that I will be asking you guys to make rolls or anything. You guys have all the right skills and all the right contacts to make sure that this party can go off as planned. There will be some side rolls that you guys aren't aware of, and we'll see if any accidental or incidental or antagonistic things happen. But I'm going to start you guys off early in the night, outside of where we're going to have the event. It's built in an old, this is New Orleans, plantation style. What looks like an old plantation style home, but it almost takes on Greek or Roman architecture aesthetic because it's wider and it's built in what looks like a perfect square. And there's not a lot of windows from eye level, but there is a lot from above to get the sunlight, and in y'all's cases, the moonlight being able to come through. Inside is almost completely hardwood floors. This is a large event area to specifically hold these types of events. There are some secluded additions inside for the wait staff, the kitchen staff, the administrative staff, all of that. So it's a little smaller on the inside than it is on the out, but that's how buildings work. Aside from the chantry, Jace. So inside is almost this, much like the clubhouse, It's just a wide open area, and it has been completely set up for y'all's event tonight. Um, there is a makeshift stage for the band to play on. They're still setting up. You have some event crew doing finishing touches. Um, and the guests should be arriving any minute. But I turn the scene over to you all.
Just should it come up later, because I'm certain it will. Siren's false identity is Charlotte Jones, and she asked Addie to help her set up false paper trails and website stuff so that she could be traced a little bit and seem like a real person who had a past.
Okay.
And so she tapped into Addie's like own knowledge and resources to make sure that at least at the surface Charlotte Jones looks like a real person, a real like whatever, so that doesn't become a thing. If the aide wants to Google her, she's real. She's got a LinkedIn. She's got the headshots. She's a real person. Like,
So I rolled for Addie to see how much of a real person this chick was going to be.
oh no.
Because we were relying on Addie's experience
Yeah.
as a lifelong detective.
Yeah.
Now,
Exactly.
super stretch Mrs. Armstrong.
If she has to take photos as me, she can.
Yeah, no.
She's
So I
taking
rolled.
selfies
I
as.
rolled. Now, Addie, in their past life, had enough skills to have 7 dice worth. I was like, you know what though, you fucking kindred now, and you're a little bit stronger than everybody. We're gonna give you another dice. So a 4, a 4, a 6, a 10, a 9, a 10, a 10, a 10.
That's
So-
the girl. Yes.
So here's what we're going to do. You have a complete new person that is an actual legal identity that you now have that you can use to own things instead of needing a ghoul proxy to do it.
Jim is slightly concerned and thinks that she's been Charlotte Jones the whole time.
That's how good my disguise and that paperwork are. Do you know me? None of you know my real name in my past life. Yeah.
I do.
That
You
was a
know my
stupid
first name.
roll.
That was a stupid
That
roll.
was
That was a
ridiculous.
stupid fucking
Holy shit.
roll.
But also
I know
very
your
helpful.
first name, and I have Natty. Thank you so much.
It's true. Oh my
I mean,
god. Are we gonna start
Addie's
fighting
got
over
time
Addie's?
in the day. If anybody wants to make complete new personas, we can do that real quick. Just a simple roll button.
So yeah, so she had that is spectacular. She reminds herself to get Addie many trinkets for her hoard as a thank you for this, and some cool new makeup to play with. And during the shopping episode, she finds a 24-hour Sephora to take Addie to.
There wasn't one, and after about a month, there is one
Yeah,
now.
100%. There's a weird amount of people come in to buy makeup at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
that franchise owner always works nights for some reason.
Oh my god, yes. They can sign up for yeah, exactly. So she is I'm gonna file that Charlotte Jones persona away in case we need to continue to own land and
Yeah.
and seem politically involved if we need him for other things. So like this is helpful. She bulk buys all the exact right shade of black hair dye now for like this character. Because if she has to go
Gotcha.
out multiple nights in a row, she's got to do it over and over again. So let's go party.
Okay. So you have the complete identity. What else are you guys doing? Or do you
So
want to go ahead and skip to when they're coming in?
So for people that we have here, obviously we have Liz and Jace as
Oscar?
Caterers.
caterers.
Oh, as
Thank you.
caterers.
As
Yeah, I thought you
caterers.
said and, I'm sorry.
No, as caterers. Do we want Hammy? I know that Yo-Yo is going to be here. Is Ryan going to be here?
Nope.
I assume
Okay.
Yo-Yo is going to be with Jem at the bar.
Okay.
as security detail for the kitchen area and Gem, and also to help with drinks.
Oscar is also going to be here as a wait staff.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Perfect job for him.
Send him to
Servitude,
clean up the
little
bathrooms.
robot.
I think yeah, no, I agree on the no Ryan, because that panic in your face just then. No.
Nope.
Um,
Someone's
Well, you
gonna piss you
mentioned
off.
Hammy earlier. The only way to
Yes.
get Hammy is to tell Vegas.
Vegas was helping us nail down the jazz quartet. He knows. Like, he knows the event's happening. He's got his own side businesses. We're good. But I do think Hammy as not as waitstaff, but as genuine security.
Okay.
He looks the part, like he's very. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to pretend not to be.
Yeah.
Do you need
So do
any
we-
other ghouls from Vegas?
Bouncer, whatever.
Or you just want Hammy to be... Now, Hammy could, 100%, beat everybody's ass in the room aside from y'all's. That he's also an older gentleman.
Yeah.
And that might look suspicious if he is fighting like... Not that you guys are going to have a fight at a fucking, like, gala.
Right,
but
but-
I'm saying, if you're talking about security, do you
If
want to
we
go
had
full
him-
bore, or is he good enough?
So we also want
If we-
Vegas.
I was gonna say if we had him and Yo-Yo, if she doesn't help me bartend, she
I-
just
I
does
still
security.
think. Well, I still think for a big place like this, only 2 security guards when there's a high-profile person
Sure.
may look weird. I
You're also
Yeah.
aware people will have responded that they will bring, personal detail.
Yeah.
Which is usually your secretary,
bodyguard.
your aid, and
Yeah.
bodyguard.
Yeah.
And maybe a +1 if you're wanting to bring
Your
somebody.
personnel. So then I wouldn't say Vegas. But if he's got a ghoul we can use.
Does he?
He would have some VFW guys.
Yeah.
If you and that's
No, because that's where the 2i is pulling from as well, and we're trying
Okay.
not to overlap anything here.
okay. He does have a ghoul that is when you look at him, you've seen him before. You assumed he was like maybe Vegas's like personal accountant ghoul. He looks like if you just put a piece of tape right there, the image would be like fulfilled. He says he does have a nondescript security detail, and so he's the one that shows up.
Because that's what we need, is we need the people on the floor who have the earpieces, who are very clearly there to be on the floor, right? Like, that's such a thing in
Yeah.
Gala. Like,
But
that's such a
there's-
thing.
yeah.
Like, the
There's
scroll-
definitely a moment of this guy shows up. Excuse me, are you lost?
So I'm actually hi, I'm Freddie. I'm been sent by Mr. Vegas for security detail tonight.
Mr. Vegas.
Mr. Vegas.
Awesome. That's so awesome. I'll let Miss Jones know.
Amazing.
I don't know.
The fuck?
I was told to ask for Siren.
Okay.
I know who you are.
Okay,
know,
she just
Miss
grabs
Jones.
him and then
And he's like with it, but he's like, I don't know who Miss
Siren
Jones
is,
I need to talk to Siren.
Siren's in the middle of scouting out the like private rooms in case she needs to go have a word, like where they would meet up to like have the hey, thank you so much for doing this sort of moment to get the senator in a private space. She's scouting out those areas when you find her with this skinny little bespectacled man, I'm guessing.
Miss Siren. Hi, I'm Freddie. Vegas sent me security detail.
You watch her
Oh.
immediately, because Charlotte Jones is very uptight and proper, and so she, oh hello, oh thank God, okay, hi, she drops it immediately.
Hold on. You're right. We're gonna make him roll.
for
Yeah.
what?
As you look,
To see if he knows who I am.
Oh,
he's got some dice for this, but you've already rolled your. He does not have enough successes. He's got the dice. So he says, "Hi, I'm looking for Miss Siren."
Freddie, darling.
Hi. And he looks to Jem. What?
Yes.
Very comforting that he didn't recognize me. It's me, Freddie. Hi.
right.
Oh, hi. So you're my boss tonight.
I am.
Were you looking at seeing if everything was secure? Oh, it is not.
But it's not.
I mean, how secure do you need it to be?
I'm nervous
boy.
about the way you asked me that.
This now.
So I did start as cleanup detail for a little bit.
Oh no,
I
that
know
explains everything. Nope, I'm good. I nope, and not everyone. No one except for Kat knows about, or Liz knows about the security detail things that Vegas does because you all left after the party, after the murder
Well,
spree
I'm
at the
here, hearing
sex
it now, so-
circle.
What's up?
And yeah, okay, I absolutely understand. Okay,
So if we're expecting that, it needs to be a little bit more secure. These
not
people.
expecting that.
Oh,
Not expecting that. That would
Okay.
be literally the worst case scenario, to the point where it's not on the scenario list. So
so
Honestly,
don't.
yeah.
Oh, I won't plan for that. Okay.
don't plan for that. What I do need from you,
Don't plan for worst case scenario.
don't for I know it gets against your better nature. Were you an accountant before this?
No. It's just me.
Oh,
Oh my god, I love him. Good, excellent.
we're having very polarizing reactions
Yeah.
to this, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fantastic. So she is going to, basically she's going to talk him through, the floor plan of the drinks will be here, the whatever. At this point in the evening, I will invite the senator up on stage, again, as Miss Jones, to, and you may call me Miss Jones if you have to address me all evening, to give a speech and et cetera, et cetera. At one point, I am going to attempt to get him alone. May or may not happen, however. We have some backup plans in mind. What I need from you is to be actual, legitimate, kind presenting security. For at least a little bit. Should an emergency happen, you'll be able to hear me. I'm assuming you have better than average hearing. Because yeah, you'll be able to hear me if I need more from you.
You could pretty much whisper. If you're telling me to pay attention to it, I will do my best to pay attention to that. If I
Excellent.
don't hear the first time, you can just kind of raise your voice and I will understand.
Excellent.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how secure does this place need to be tonight for what you all have planned?
7.
I was
7.
gonna say 8. Yep, 7 is fine. Yeah.
We'll call it a 7.5 and see if we can get that. Are we... So you're going to pull the senator aside. Do I need to be discreet security and to the point where I might need to take out his security if you don't get to stop him from going back?
No. We want you to be. We want you to look like security. That's okay.
Okay.
We want the visitors to feel safe. We want them to feel at the knowledge that this is an important event and that we have security watching the doors and that it's okay.
So
It comforts
earpiece
people
is
donating lots of money. Exactly. People who
not
want to
connecting
donate
to
money and not connected to anything because you can hear me.
Yeah.
People feel more comfortable donating money and their time and putting their names down on things when they feel like it is a secure location and safe for them. Rich people especially. They don't want to be left alone in their fancy outfits with no one watching. It makes them feel unimportant. They donate more when they feel important. And bonus, on top of the little project we have going on here, the money it's going toward actually is very important to someone who's very important to me. So I'm a big fan of them donating a lot.
That was my next question in regards to security. In the order of preference, humans or money? I have to ask based off. I work for Vegas.
Make sure you keep the senator alive if anything goes wrong. Your job is to be his personal security if for some reason his can't do it.
Okay. that I
We
can
are
do.
not putting all of this together twice to try to catch two different fish with the same net. We'd like to catch the one tonight.
Okay. Understood. Is there anything else you need from me?
Count all the potential entrances and exits and let me know a number by 5 minutes from now.
7.
There was. You're really good. Yeah, there's 7.
You are. She looks at Liz. You don't always have to, you know. You're allowed to focus on one job
I
at a
am
time.
the scourge of New Orleans.
I know.
Oh,
All
that's
the
you.
exits are known.
Yeah, there are 7. I did not. I don't know if there's one on the roof. Is there one on the roof? I didn't see an entrance through the ceiling. Okay.
You
Has
could,
to go through the
He
fireplace.
just
which-
he looks at Liz like very. Well, fuck. Okay, I'll just shut the fuck up and mind my own business. And 7 fucking exits and entrances.
I love every time Liz stretches her scourge vessels, a man gets upset.
Yeah,
And that's
he's very
good
like
for me.
he's not in such a way that like he's scoffing, but just like, oh, I was gonna answer the question like more of an intellectual that you got him on that, and less that you're a woman, but very much so the same reaction.
You may go.
Okay. Hope everything goes well. I'll make sure I do my part to make sure that it does. And he walks away very awkwardly.
I have a thing. What is? I've never been to an animal raising gala without animals being there.
It's true.
So I will have Bud and Lou there in little bow ties. You'd be like, look at these little guys that we saved. And look how great they
These
are.
little guys.
Little guys.
They're just
These
little
little
guys.
gentlemen.
I also have Strahd, my vampire parrot, kind of perched up because he's rare and exotic and cool.
Okay.
And people
Are
could
you
take
going to
pictures.
have him in a cage or on a perch?
He's on a perch.
Okay. Do you want him to be on the stage where he's out of reach, but closer to the music, or kind of somewhere where people might be able to like, let me go touch him?
He's well behaved, well trained. But so I want him nearby people to take pictures with him.
Okay. Selfie
Um,
bird. Very
Selfie
cool.
bird, because he's already known it's a selfie bird.
Okay.
So I Bud Lou that, and then Fred would hate it. Salem would also hate it.
For very different reasons. but yes.
Very different reasons. I will see if there's any like exotic animals I can borrow from the refuge.
There is. How big do you want to go with this?
How big can I go, Sway?
You can go full ghoul size gator,
Ugh.
or you can go full like crow, but this is the size of a fucking raven if you want to invite RQ.
Before this gets too deep, however, because this is going to change that answer, I feel like.
Okay.
Because we need to be able to answer this question should it come up. Why are we raising money for an animal rescue when there's already an animal sanctuary? We need to make sure we're distincting that this is a different place than the place where all the gators are, where RQ and them live.
It's true.
Because otherwise
That's
there's
true.
literally no reason to raise money for this project if it already
Like
exists in town.
the selfie bird, because that's something that
Mine's
would
an
have
animal.
affected your
It's not
rolls.
a refuge. It's an animal. Like we'll pick up strays and things like that.
So that's why
Not
I would
a
suggest
refuge.
not bringing the gator, because then it seems like the refuge, like the other
Yeah.
thing. So that's
There's
why.
also nothing wrong with having it be a rehab center
yeah.
for a rehab, like a medical facility for the injured wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
The refuge would love to send people down there.
Yeah. I'll do that.
So you want to go pets and wildlife,
Sorry.
or just pets?
We're gonna do
'Cause-
just pets for now. I
Okay.
don't know where I'd put a gator.
He would have wound up on stage. That's where I was going to go as the gator.
But I'll find like a really sad three-legged dog.
Okay. Okay.
People
So
like sympathy.
they're using all the humanity of your kindred form.
Yeah.
Our music is
you-
now Sarah McLachlan singing. In the background.
God.
I find a three-legged golden
In the
retriever.
arms. There's an old, not a golden retriever. There's an old hound dog,
Shut up.
three-legged hound dog.
He's coming to the party, then he's coming home with me.
Oh, he's very chill. He doesn't walk badly with his three legs. He immediately, when you bring him in, wants to sit down next to the music and listen.
Yeah, I make him a nice little comfy spot.
Yeah, it's very, very picturesque. Just this old old hound dog. While the jazz band sets up.
Cool.
So, is there anything else you guys want to do before everybody starts showing up?
I need you to name the hound dog.
Cat, what's the name of the hound dog?
What's the name of the hound dog?
I'm looking at people that are currently live. I'm like, dog. Oh, that's the last airbender.
Three-legged dog. His name is Champion.
His
Thank
name is
you.
Champion.
Champ!
Thank you. That's from
Good old champ.
That's-
I like it.
Parks,
Parks and
and
Rec,
Rec.
that's
Yeah,
Champion.
exactly. That's Champion.
Yeah.
Champion.
Champion.
And were you trying to go from like another humane society to raise money for your thing, or did you just scour for the dog? How did you go about
It's-
finding Champ?
Pretty much a scour. There's so many strays in New Orleans.
Okay. Okay, I'm with you
You
there.
just ask the cats, "Hey, have you seen?"
Have you seen, like, a
You were
dog
giving
and-
you're giving this dog the best new lease on life it could have never thought
Yeah.
of.
He got a bath. He got 3 cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
and then I brought him here.
Have you ghouled him now, or are you gonna wait until you get home to
No,
ghoul him?
he's ghoul. I can't have
Okay,
animals
I knew it was
sleeping.
coming. You said he's coming home with you, so okay.
We need the
So he's
animals
very
here to be
chill.
well behaved and charming. We need those animals
what-
to look sympathetic.
What one dot are you gonna give Champ here?
I don't want to give Champ. Hold on.
I want to see if Champ is
Flesh
the new guard
crafting.
dog
Let's
of
go.
Lesnam.
Shut up.
He sometimes
another
has 3
leg.
legs, sometimes has 4. Yes.
Um,
Then she just finds a 4-legged dog, gives it flesh
And
crafting,
you
and
just-
just
I
retracts
need
the
you to
leg.
hide that for the night, and then it's fine.
Fuck me, that was funny.
We're so good at our jobs, this dog's leg grew back.
I'm giving
gonna-
you
Talk about
guys.
rehab.
I'm
Am I
gonna-
right?
Good.
I'm gonna give him Eyes of the Beast, so if it goes dark, he can see.
I'm here for it. That dog is the happiest thing in the fucking world.
He has no job. He will simply be my house dog and live his life.
I'm good. I'm good with
That's
that.
his job now.
Jace, I want you to have a free 2 dice inspiration, should we say, because you made me laugh so hard I coughed up my fucking vape.
Oh.
Sometimes he's a 3-legged dog, sometimes he has 4, and I fucking died.
And it made me so
Oh.
happy to watch. I watched that. I was like, oh, we
Yeah.
broke him. Yes.
Oh, that was I needed
You're
that tonight.
welcome.
All right, so you're also you're going to be rolling, if you have to roll, at kind of advantage, or everybody else is going to be rolling at disadvantage because of the preparation that you guys have put forward. For
She-
for the first time, you guys didn't just wing it and see what fucking happens. Go in there. We'll figure it out when we get in. You didn't bring home ghosts.
The night
You
is still
didn't-
young.
You didn't marry the Pope.
Again, the night is still young.
That's
The
an
night is still
option.
young.
I would like to
So-
say Siren will, in whatever their staff staging area is or whatever. I'm assuming we also have a couple of actual legitimate hired caterers. We can't just have like 2 people.
Yeah,
pulling
yeah,
our
100%.
two.
You guys have
But-
events
But
now,
she
yeah.
does make sure to pull the 3 of you aside. And first of all, and she looks at Liz. First of all, trust me, I knew you had the numbers done. I was testing him to see if he was good at his job. But I appreciate knowing that it was double covered anyway. Didn't want you to think I didn't think you knew what you were doing. I don't know how good he is at this. But seems like he caught them, so good. But to everyone in general, I apologize for any moment out there when I become my mother. I promise if I speak down to any of you like you are less than the scum of the earth because you're waitstaff, that I don't mean it. This is the character, and I hate myself. I'm gonna try really hard not to. But it comes out, and I hate it a lot. That's all. She's like very
Freddie kind of like
uncomfortable with
leans
this.
in and says, "I'm sorry. You told me to listen to everything?
Yeah, oh god.
Just so I'm clear, does that apply to me as well? That we're all,
Yes, Freddie.
No, Freddy, it doesn't.
That clears up everything. Okay. Everything is good on my side.
Thank you.
Here's the question: do we let press in? We don't let press in. Do we?
We didn't
have
invite
told
press,
no
but
one?
if press appears, that would be
Okay.
uncomfortable to turn them away.
Then no.
Well, that was my question:
wouldn't
is
show
it
up
invite
uninvited.
only, or is it
Yes.
community gathering who would like to put money
Invite only.
towards? Okay. Do you invite anybody?
I want to
from the
know who's
church?
in that building. We're not letting randos in.
Don't invite anybody from the church.
No.
Okay. Well,
Why?
if
They
it was
have
community
money?
gathering, the church would be dropping by to give money.
Yeah,
you
but
didn't. It
no,
was
no,
invited.
they wouldn't. Are you kidding me? Have you ever heard of a church actually going to a charity event?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Yeah, no. They absolutely would not. That's what their tithes are for. They would show up
Yeah.
to tell us that we should be spending our money on them.
Second Inquisition might want to also get into politics a little bit. But okay, that was
We're
my
there
only question.
first,
Was
so ha.
yeah.
Actually,
So it's invite
let
only.
Let me
No.
do a willpower check real quick.
Oh my god.
I think that St. Louis has fundraisers that
You
they do
know
for
that
community.
Well, you think that he's God.
Yeah, you don't know he's in town, remember? You sent him away with a letter.
Well, she also.
Oh no, he
tried
wouldn't. He wouldn't have.
She specifically tried to not send him away with a letter.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And that was
so
only
it's-
like a day ago.
So it's invite only. You made sure to specifically invite people on multiple sides of the political field to see their reaction to Corey Brown. Excuse me. As the guests start filtering in, I'm suffering the after effects of four-legged dog.
Flesh crafter pup.
Flesh crafter. Oh, amalgam
Man,
of rage.
it's unfortunately it's 3 dots. I can't give him 3 dots.
As the guests
Someday.
start filtering in, it's probably about 15 to 20 minutes before you recognize Corey Brown coming in. Freddie tries to make eye contact with you guys and just kind of check in with you, seeing him, nods to Miss Jones. That he's made eye contact with his priority.
She whispers so he can hear her. Calm down, darling. You can just act like normal security. It's fine.
He kind of, you see his shoulders kind of relax a little bit, but they situate themselves kind of in the exact same position, but he kind of just holds himself a little bit differently. And he starts nonchalantly tailing Corey Brown as he goes and he just keeps them within like 2 arms reach, but not drawing attention to himself. But as most of the politicians you've seen come through and some of the CEOs from the local businesses and everybody you've invited, as you've seen them come through, he makes the similar rounds and kind of meets with friends and meets with colleagues and meets with people who are across from the aisle from him.
Charlotte goes out of her way as hostess and organizer of event to not him first necessarily, but to introduce and thank the politicians by name for being there, and absolutely do a please help yourself to a drink of the night. Please be sure to tip your bartenders. They have and she's showing off the fucking menu that I know Jem has goddamn just perfected.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what special drinks there are, but they're great. I don't know what they are, and I'm excited to have Meg tell us what they are because I feel like she already knows. But she will go and make sure to introduce herself, ingratiate herself, charm the guests, be present and seen, and eventually make her way to Corey to officially thank him for coming. But that's going to be she'll let their paths just meet organically. Yeah. She's not going to act like she's seeking him out.
Okay. So while you're doing that, what is everybody else doing?
Okay, so obviously we expect that Corey was going to have probably an aide. Does anybody else have any aides and or secretaries with them?
It looks like somebody, a couple, like multiple people have their like personal detail. It's big enough that usually they would bring one or the other. There's a lot more secretaries than there are bodyguards.
Okay.
The exception with Corey is that the guy that is his bodyguard is actually like a high school friend of his. So it's more of I get a free +1 wherever I go, and he's in charge of beating the shit out of people for me. It hasn't come up yet, but that is his opinion, and he's like, it was a nepotism
wow, that's
thing.
also
like, hey,
me wherever I go anywhere with Hillary.
So is Jace is specifically looking for another rich specifically a rich person.
Okay.
Who has an aide with them, because he's going to triangle them in addition to Corey Brown's.
What type of rich are you looking for?
What's the richest rich that is rich
you
here?
have, unfortunately, like old white Southern money here.
Okay.
There's guys that, are we talking about old money? Or are we talking about tech money? Or are we talking about, what kind of rich are you looking for?
Honestly, the thing that
Sutton Ranch or Bezos?
The thing that Jace is more concerned with as far as the rich person goes is more how much influence does he think that they have in New Orleans, rather than what what specific monetary value can we
Got
get?
you.
Because if
That's
it
the
was
different
like
role is monetary or worth. Essentially.
exactly, yeah, like I'm not trying to ghoul somebody so that I can get into their tech industry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ghoul somebody so that we have more influence in
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Wait, are we
Okay,
not trying
so-
to take over Apple? I
I mean,
misunderstood this
listen, man.
entire.
Well, you know that's the thing is are
That's
you
the
going
next
after the
step.
richest person in the world or the most influential person in the world? Because those aren't always the same.
The way I
Okay.
say
So-
that is you're looking for a Ralph Lauren or a Gucci. Those are two different types of rich. You gotta pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Valid.
Old money,
and
new
there
money.
is a wrong answer. Okay, I want you to roll me a. Let's do a. You can either do an intelligence investigation to really study this person,
Okay.
or you can do wits awareness to kind of judge people based off what you know of people. How much are you scrutinizing before you go to the next one is really the question.
Having ghouled somebody, how much does it take out of me to ghoul them? How many people do I think that I could serial ghoul in a night?
You could do
if-
2. You could start the process on 2 tonight. You would be
Okay.
hungry after, but
Yeah,
there's
fuck
no.
I can go feed off of Oscar in the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Oscar is present and available.
You
Literally.
brought your own snack.
I did, yeah.
BYOG.
Yeah.
Bring your own.
I
Door.
will. Since this gala will probably take a few hours, I'll go ahead
Yeah.
and do the intelligence investigation.
Okay.
If this was gonna be a drive-by, then I would just with awareness it.
Drive-by ghouling. Serial ghouling.
Yeah,
This is a
exactly.
verb right
Drive.
now is spectacular. Sorry.
3 successes, nothing crazy.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. So it takes you a little bit to figure out the dynamics in the room. Same thing that Siren is doing at the moment. You're looking for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You get like you've seen some of these people on TV. You've seen some of these people. You've heard some of these people on the radio. And there's this older guy. He's probably late 50s. He comes in a very, very finely made suit, but it is more classic in design. And as he makes his path through the room, people are coming to him to shake his hand and, hey, I'm glad you're here. Oh, this is my so and so, and he's very pleasant about it. But he doesn't, make too much conversation. He just goes, "Oh, okay." And you've noticed while watching this, he remembers everybody's name, even if when you read him, he doesn't know who these people are. But when he parts ways, he always addresses them by name as they leave. And you get the impression that if there's anybody in this room that is both rich and influential, it is that man. Because he's got money enough that the young kids are still coming up to him. But he's got the older generation coming and shaking his hand. And it's both sides of like the politics kind of separated themselves in the room. Doesn't matter. People from different walks of life are coming up to shake this man's hand.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna for a little bit keep an eye on his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And also try and at one point I'm gonna go back to the back where the catering is and see if we had like a list of people with dietary restrictions that I could use as an in to talk to this person's assistant.
Okay. You go around and you take people's orders, make sure that, hey, this is our options tonight. If you have any dietary restrictions, we can make accommodations. Let us know roughly in the next 45 minutes or so, and we can make sure that it's here. And as you go around and you meet everybody, you come up to this older. I'll wait until he's back. Siren, go ahead and make me. I was gonna wait until you were back.
It's wireless headphones. He could still hear you.
And you're good. You're
Okay.
good. My dog got a cord.
Oh, fair.
He found this.
As you go up to this older guy, his aide, a young girl, she's probably maybe mid-20s. My brain just clicked and then I'm fucking old. So like mid-20s. She's very attractive, but she's very well put together in like a professional type way. Even with it being a gala tonight, like she's wearing a cocktail dress, but it is very much like a professional atmosphere. She comes up to meet you. Yes. Are you with the staff here tonight?
Yes, I'm just going around before the hors d'oeuvres come out, making sure that nobody has any dietary restrictions or allergies that
Well,
need
that
to
was
be
my question.
noted.
Do you guys have EpiPens on site?
Yes, of course.
Okay, outstanding. It shouldn't come up. He forgot his. I keep telling him, "Hi, I'm Samantha, by the way," and she like shakes her hand.
Kyle, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
If
yeah,
you
just that. Just the only thing. Luckily, he's not allergic to anything else.
absolutely. And then, how early into the night is this conversation happening? Have they
Relatively
separated?
early.
Have they separated at all, and then like come back together, or have they been like right here?
You're not the last person to bum rush them. No, they've had some time to kind of mingle around.
No, I mean like, have the aide and this person separated, or has the aide been with? Okay,
yeah.
Then in that
case,
case,
kind of like tell her to go get herself a drink. He's very independent. He can do it. He's not treating her like an old man would usually treat a secretary, but he's just like, you're helping me. You're my paper brain. Can you go get this stuff? Yeah,
gotcha.
Go get
Then in
yourself
that case, as I'm speaking to her and holding eye contact, my arousal check was a success. Jace is going to activate his mesmerize ability.
Okay.
To issue a complex command to this kind. To tell her that in 4 minutes she is to come back to X room that they have established as the ghouling room. And that in 4 minutes she is to go back there and wait until he arrives. But not to wait for any longer than 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then
you guys have claimed kind of like the office space for everybody who does host this. You have the event staff area, and then you have the people trying to make the money out of the room.
Yes.
It's kind of like a conference room type setup, but it's kind of one you guys have claimed. Told everybody else it's off limits. So she just kind of nods. Does she walk away? Do you have any other?
Yeah, she can. Nope. My complex
as soon as you break
command.
eye contact to walk away, you feel the effect fade.
Perfect.
Siren, go ahead and make me a wits awareness roll.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get specialty dice because you're actually in the thick of all this now.
Yeah.
You're not just looking from the outside.
Thank you.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Now, when she rolls, is anybody else paying attention to Corey Brown, or do you have something else in mind as you guys kind of go on the prowl here?
I'm paying attention. I'm mostly listening as I'm walking around because people don't really shut up when wait staff walk around. So I'm just doing a lot of listening.
So you're there for the shit talk. Siren's there for the actual examination. Okay. What did you roll?
4.
4 successes. Okay. It's actually really easy now that you're in the throes of the audience, essentially. Do you keep laughing because of the words I'm saying? I'm sorry. Into the throes of this, into the audience. But as you walk through, you catch people starting to like see him and then turn to like they want to go. At least you can't tell if it's to meet him or for him to meet them.
I would like to. Can I see Corey at this point?
Mm-hmm.
How's he look? Is he just like that professional?
He is 100% that radiant professional career politician.
Then I would like to. I would like to gently swoop in and to whoever he's speaking with. Apologies, I do need to borrow the senator for just a few moments. Thank you so much. And she'd like to escort him off to,
Yeah.
like, not the ghouling room, a, like, backstage, not the ghouling room, she left that for you two, just, like, as we've established, and, like, another private
That's fine.
space,
Yeah,
office suite, whatever.
you, as far as everybody's concerned tonight, you're running the show.
Yeah.
As he starts to walk away, the bodyguard and aide come with him.
She's gonna let him, that's fine.
Yes, hey, so I'm Corey Brown. You know who I am. Who?
I'm Charlotte Jones, I'm the one organizing this event.
Oh, hey, this
am
place
here.
looks amazing.
you
This
so
is
much.
great. This is
Thank
great.
you so much.
I hope everything's a success tonight.
It's going well so far. I just noticed I've worked with a lot of high-profile gentlemen like yourself. I did seem to notice you being a little bit swarmed. I wanted to make sure you had a moment to yourself for anything as I know how rarely people in your position get to relax.
And his aide just kind of like pats him on the back a little bit. She's like, "Hey, look, I can't do it, but she knows what's up. Hey, appreciate this." Oh no, I'm fine. I just get a little overwhelmed when everybody's like, "Hey, want to talk to me?"
She looks at the two and she's like, does he need more time relaxing than he likes to think?
And so his bodyguard, he goes, "Oh, 100%. This guy never rests. It's always doing something." And so Corey Brown, Jason, are you my new PR guy? Are you my bodyguard? You my friend? What are you tonight? Because it sounds like you're hyping me up for no reason. I do what I can.
Jason, and what was your name? I apologize. She addresses the aide.
Sarah.
Jason, Sarah, rest assured. He's in good hands for a few moments. If you'd like to go get yourself a drink, I'll make sure he's taken care of for a moment. I do want to make sure I give him some time to sort of be out of the spotlight before speech, and we can talk about all that. But our staff is I believe they're going to start passing hors d'oeuvres in a moment here. I just want everything to go well.
Yeah, no, I want it to be a great success. I think this is a great idea.
Very appreciated.
We have the refuge, and they're awesome, but it's still kind of government mandated, and
Agreed.
the community helping the community is kind of my whole thing. So I'm glad to be here for this.
But you know what? Let's talk about that a little bit. I did
Okay.
want to make sure I
You
felt
guys
some
go get
back
you
to
some
my
drinks.
speech. Absolutely.
We'll
So
do-
she
yeah.
escorts him into a lone room.
Yeah.
And I like to think, since we were planning on doing it as drinks, that we had set glassware and darker alcohols in.
You could, or you can.
I can do.
You can
one.
roll for prep,
Yeah.
see if you did, or
Yeah.
you can roll or not roll, but you can stop along the way
Mm-hmm.
and have them you can look at Matthew and say, "Hey, bring me a glass."
The drink for the night is the three-legged dog. It's vodka, cranberry juice, and Tabasco sauce.
Oh my god, I love you so much.
That
This
would be-
is yes.
You've seen enough kindred try to douse their tongue in hot sauce. You know that actually might
Help.
be a good cover for
this is
at
brilliant.
least the start of
red.
one.
This is literally what. Yes. So.
One job on this ship.
Oh, and it's perfect.
The boss always said, "Don't make blood jello shots," and
Nope.
you're like, "But
she found a
I do
perfect
this.
fucking yes. Flawless, fucking flawless. She would like to instead of rolling for prep, can I happen to swing by the bar on the way to the private office? No, too many things. Can I flag down then one of
Yeah.
if Matthew's busy, then like one of them to just two shots or whatever to.
Yeah, we'll say since I'm gonna have Liz roll in a second. Matthew, Jace gets the command. He knows which two drinks to bring,
Of course. 1 second.
and then very quickly, Jace joins you back, gives you on a little platter the drinks.
Thank you so much. Please make sure that the hors d'oeuvres are beginning, so I guess don't get a little peckish. I'm going to borrow the senator for a few moments. Thank you.
Of course. We will be serving those momentarily.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And she closes the door. Please sit. I do want to hear all your thoughts about it was what you said about the community helping the community. That's just, I do love to have a personal touch in my own speech as well, and it sounds a little bit romantic when I say it like that, but when you said it, it was actually quite charming.
So when you lean forward, do you take your drink with you, or do you leave the drinks on the platter?
I I hand him one and then I sit across from him with like the cross,
Okay.
like I'm
So
going.
he takes the drink. He follows your lead and takes the drink with him as he kind of like leans back. And he goes, "Well, so I'm from here in Louisiana. See, you when you say things with your accent is going to make anything sound romantic, and all I have to do is rely on Southern charm."
Don't disrespect Southern charm. It's gotten you very, very far, hasn't it? Oh, hold on. Has he taken a sip yet?
He has not,
Okay.
because you haven't taken a sip of yours yet.
I am blushed of life, by the way, so I'm going to say, don't speak down on Southern charm. It has gotten you very far. She looks just. Oh, one moment. Let me. I don't think they've gotten us quite enough ice. I'll take that. And she like to go. I would like to roll for prep for like ice at the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you guys have ice. Ice is
Then
available.
I'm good. She would like to go start putting a couple extra cubes and talking the whole time of, I've had to learn a lot about Southern charm. For instance, this and this, but I've been studying your career of late. What? I would like to hear right from your mouth, though. What sort of prompted you to get into politics in the first place? As she quietly, with her back to him, cuts.
Okay. Roll me just roll me a charisma performance to see if you can talk through slicing a place in your body and to be able to hide that from him.
Don't you have to bite?
So that you can lick it.
Heal it?
Close.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yes, sorry, yes, that's fine.
I was gonna say, if you want, unless you want to bandage your arm.
No, I will bite but I will I want to wait till he starts talking. I'm hoping to get him talking about himself before I do that.
I will say this: it's sort of like a floater, so the Tabasco comes in a separate piece.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
If that makes it easier.
I've already started the ice. I'm good. I don't want to backtrack that much. I apologize for not knowing that. No, that's brilliant. Okay. That's fucking brilliant.
So, as you go over to the ice, he's kind of like watching you. He's got his like one knee over the other, and he's kind of had his hand there. And as you ask him that, he looks away from you and goes, "This community helped me a lot when I was growing up. Not the government, not the city, but the people, the community. We helped each other. And then Katrina hit. And all we had was us helping us, because people came in sent to help. Pardon my Francais, but he looks at you and goes, they fucked it all up."
I did get 5 successes, by the way.
Okay. And as he looks back away from you. So I thought enough people want to listen to what I say that maybe I should get in front of a speaker and see if I could say more of that to get people to realize that the only reason why it's not community taking care of community at the government level is we're not putting community in the government spots. So being able to be homegrown, raised, educated somewhere else that they think is amazing, come back here to realize it's the same damn education at a third of the cost. You know what? It works. People like what I say. And it's just stop treating people like shit.
Surprising how often that's all it really boils down to, isn't it? Have I finished with my...
Yeah.
She turns back around, she hands him back, and she sits to take her own again. And she does do her... How does the floater work, Meg? Tell me how the fuck, what it does. I don't drink enough to know that. It just, you pour it in?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, great.
That's if it made it easier. If not, it would become pre-poured.
Okay, then, okay, cool. Then she sits, and she leans back again, and she has her own drink that she's kind of, like, mulling with, you know.
He takes the glass and he kind of just, like, taps the ice cube and sets it on his knee.
You know, I've had a lot of time over the last year or so to think about how important community can be. It's dangerous when people start to take advantage of well-meaning folk like yourself. And it's mostly painful when people start to take advantage of the community you're trying to protect, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've watched you trying to get people off the streets. We're trying to do the same with animals here. I'm very excited about it, but there's always more we can do, isn't there?
Oh, there's always more. And he kind of like taps the glass, just kind of in his ruminations. Because there's always so much more we could do.
What would you do if you could do more?
We wouldn't just be putting these guys in shelters. We'd be putting these guys in homes. We got Habitat for Humanity, and that's great, but we're not building enough homes. So maybe we had somebody where they need to be making the right decisions, take a little bit of money from over here, and actually give it back to the community. These guys notice a $5 difference in their paycheck. No big deal. These guys over here are getting $50,000 to build a house for a dude that we spat on when he got back from Vietnam.
I couldn't agree more, Corey. So, here's hoping this is the first of many partnerships involved in getting the right pieces in the right places, shall we?
Yeah.
And she will go to toast.
Clinks, and he takes a good sip.
Yeah.
And
Our bartender is wonderful, isn't she?
oh yeah, it's got a good kick to it.
Really
The
does.
Tabasco really hits with that. Well, then he takes another drink. Whether this night goes good for, for the animals, or not, that doesn't mean we can't work together. I'm not judging any event holder off of somebody else's opinions on somebody else's business.
Thank you. Thank you, truly. I do try to select causes that I'm actually passionate about, but I do have a long list of things that are problematic in this city that perhaps we could find
The
ourselves
city has a
aligned.
long history of being problematic, so
So do humanity, but we can only start so close to home.
yeah. Well, we're all humans until the world changes this into something else.
I'll drink to that.
And he finishes up his drink.
Now then.
You're only the hero until you live long enough to become the villain.
There you go. Yep.
And he kind of stands up with you. Are you gonna escort him back out?
How long did it usually takes a minute to like?
It will take a minute. Like if you let him walk out now, he's gonna kind of get woozy out on the stage.
She is going to I loved everything you had to say. I have to go make sure that the microphone is in order, the food is being passed, people aren't drinking on empty stomachs. I want you to sit here for a moment, sort of really think about why you're doing this. And prepare your speech. And I will come get you when it's time.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he kind of stands up as you do to kind of like greet you, and you oh
Oh, sit.
yeah, this is a lot
Would you like
stronger
some
than I'm
water?
gonna need. I'm just gonna not drink any more tonight, and then get a coffee later on, I guess.
I will have one arranged. I'll have one sent to your room, or
Yeah, props
somewhere.
to. I mean, I don't. Do you know where I live? How are you gonna send it?
No, I
And he's
realized
just like,
that.
wow,
And
this
she,
is really
she,
good.
she goes, no, I realized I didn't. It's very forward of me to suggest that I might be able to offer you a coffee. I'll have one sent to your car then.
When you say that, there is an effect that the drunken dizziness kind of settles for a second, because that hit him as soon as he stood
Yeah.
up. That effect that he's attributing to a very strong drink may not just have been a strong drink. But when you say that, it kind of sobers him up a little bit. Like he doesn't kind of try to clear his eyes. He goes, "We could get a coffee sometime,"
I'd like that.
and just kind of takes a sip. And at this point,
there we
it's
go.
just kind of
That's-
ice.
Yep.
But you get the feeling that while it was very professional before, now it's
Yep.
okay. There's a adoration that he feels there. that he
Shift I
didn't
was looking
momentarily
for.
feel.
Listen, if that's how women
The
have done
dueling
worse in
stages are
politics,
very
it's fine.
problematic in regards to the stages.
However, you'll note that's why she asked him what he would do if he had more power. That she is genuinely, she's doing what Vegas offered. She is
Yeah.
doing what Vegas did, which was, what if you could do this all the time?
Yeah.
So it's, what if you had more to say? More power, the ability to say more. So at least she doesn't feel super fucking guilty about this.
And you still want to give them all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm giving them all.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got the list. I'm ready to go. So
Okay.
please and thank you.
Does anybody else want to take a shot while Corey is away and the two ones with jobs are now jobless at the moment? They're going to go get drinks. Does anybody else want to snatch their goal now? Okay. So, Jace, I'm going to have you do a stealth check.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did with that old dude's.
Okay.
The old dude's person. It's
Yeah.
If it ain't broke.
while they're while they're getting a drink, I will come over with drinks
Mhm.
and be like, mesmerize, come to this room and knowing how long this is in 8 minutes, whatever the fuck.
His
Yeah.
is so much simpler and more to the point. I have that skill too. I'm just scared to use it.
I'm just scared.
That's valid.
So you do learn that the old guy, his name is Eli Abbott. Now, so you're going to do Samantha first. Are you going to try to sneak away and kind of meet her in that conference area room? Did he freeze? Oh no, I think his internet.
Oh
went down again.
no.
Oh no, we're gonna lose Matthew.
We're
again.
gonna say that
He just
the
succeeded.
first
The internet
dueling-
broke. It's fine.
goes fair. We're gonna come back to him as he tries to sneak away one to replace him with yet another. Let's see how his night is gonna go. What is Liz going to be doing? Oh, let's have her roll for the shit talking. I want to know
Yeah, I want to know what
how
I
much
hear. I
shit
want to know.
talking or praise do you hear?
Yeah. What do you want me to roll?
You can do a wits awareness, or if you think you have something that you would like to roll instead, let me know.
I can do wits awareness.
Okay.
I don't know how I bring. No, if it's the same amount of dice. Okay.
Do you have any dice in survival?
Definitely. I have 3 dice in survival.
You can also do a wit survival.
I will do a wit survival. That is more dice. Let's go.
I don't know if you had. I don't know if you have heightened senses.
I have my eyes of bees.
Yeah, I don't know if you had like ears and puppy nose.
I got 5 successes.
Okay. As Corey has walked around, as Corey walks around, you hear people say, "Oh, dude, hey, so that's Mr. Brown. He's actually pretty cool." And then you go to the next one, like, "The guy's gonna fucking beat me again this year. I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna win." Well, maybe I started giving a shit about these people. And you go to the next person. And you get the impression that it is either irritation because of either how well he's liked, or maybe a sense of self-guilt of like, he's doing better than me because he is better than me. And then you have the people that are just kind of wanting to go kiss his ass.
Yeah.
But you get the impression that he is feared for the right reasons that you guys want him. He is liked for the same reasons that you guys want him.
Yeah.
And he's got enough influence over people who don't like nor hate him, but just need his ability, which is kind of where you guys are at tonight.
Yeah.
So you get the impression that he is, at least in public and everything that any competitors ever found on him, a good dude.
This guy has something in his basement that we're gonna find. I know it for a fact.
Just the antediluvian. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Season 4 Apocalypse.
Love that. Okay, I am going to try to get my guy while he goes to get drinks. What I'm gonna do, because God, I can't lie, literally. What she's gonna do is she's gonna have like a tray of drinks,
Okay.
and as she's walking by, just under her breath, just because I know how super sensitive my dog's hearings are,
Yeah.
is go Bud speak.
And from the other side of the room, you just hear this deep whoo.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everybody go, oh!
Yeah.
He's cute. He's cute.
So I jump and I spill the drinks on him.
He's oh hey oh
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, oh
No,
my god! Your
it's,
outfit.
it's
I'm
fine.
so,
No, it's fine.
oh,
Senator's gonna buy me a new one. It's fine. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. We have like I have wet towels in the back. We can wipe that off real quick.
That's just gonna make us more wet. But yeah, at least it'll be clean. Yeah,
It'll
that's
clean.
fine.
And I'll take him to like a back room.
So, at this time is when Matthew's gonna have the ability to take away the second ghoul. Your first one went well. No rolls needed. We'll see how well the second one goes. And so Sarah goes, yeah, you go do that. You guys go have fun. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to clean this up. And and you just see her like walk away of like, I'm not cleaning this up. Like she's the aide, but she's like the aide, but she's like, oh no, I'm here with the mess. This is my
Liz
job.
goes,
No, fuck this. It's not my job.
It's not your job. We'll have someone come clean it up.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna
so
go have a
sorry.
drink.
Mhm.
So you take him back.
Mhm.
He's roughly the same age as Corey Brown. He's like, mid 30s.
Mhm.
In real good shape. He's also a black guy. You get the impression from the way that he talks, and I will not be doing the accent. He's like more Creole, or that he didn't lose an accent that Corey Brown did.
Yeah.
But he walks back with you, and he's taking off his dinner jacket. And goes,
Good.
and this is the first time you do notice that he is armed.
Mhm.
Okay, but he doesn't make a note of it or a show of it. He just takes off his dinner jacket. He goes, actually, I really hate this fucking jacket. So you got it. I don't want to wear blue. He always makes me wear blue.
Oh.
Again, with a Creole accent. That
Well, you look nice in it.
I appreciate it. I would have looked better. Are you
Not
okay?
covered in drink. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
but it's
Yeah,
not.
the
I mean, it's not your
towels,
fault.
They're right.
Fucking floors are slick out there.
Yeah, they are.
He
And I
goes
did
over and
expect
takes
the
a
dog.
towel.
Then when he turns around, I pull out my back and hit him in the back of the head.
Okay. Your sleeve bat.
Yeah.
Your bats. Your hidden bat from your bat
My
belt,
hidden metal
also
bat.
known as
I'm
my
knocking
arm.
this man out.
Okay.
Or I'm going to try.
You know you have enough control and obviously enough power to 100% knock him out. The control is not killing him.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make me a strength brawl.
Okay.
And we're going to see how controlled you are. What's your hunger at?
2.
Okay. That's your standard now. That's your new standard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going. How many dice do I have? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Everything's fine.
Oh, I thought you said 7 successes.
Oh no.
I was like, oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
So almost.
I got 2 10s.
Yeah, no, that'll work. You just pull the bats. It's aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull this aluminum bat from your arm,
Yeah.
as you do, as a little flesh crafter of our coterie. And you just ping them.
Yeah.
You don't have to rear back. You have enough strength that you could probably thump them and do this. And you ping him one good time in the back, and he falls to his knees and kind of hits his head on the wall, and kind of like slides down a little bit. He is unconscious.
Yeah. I put the bat back in its place.
This holster.
Its holster.
Back in its.
And I kind of lay him on his back, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, you'll be healed in like 10 minutes. And I open his mouth, and I start moving blood, and I move his throat to get it down.
Okay. And you're gonna give him brawl.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him brawl.
No, what was it? Matthew?
Previously.
Yeah, we had a list.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
previously we were giving him Sense the Beast.
That's
sensitive,
right.
So he
So
can
he could
sense
see
other
if
kindred.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
if he
Yes.
helps.
So he'll
Um,
get strength and sense the beat.
Yeah.
With this more direct approach, very quickly he comes to, and you've seen that the wounds are healed.
Mm.
And he goes, "Did you fucking hit me?"
Yes.
Okay. Why am I not so mad about that?
I'm real pretty.
He looks you up and down. And he goes, "Yeah," and he just kind of like stands up, and he. I feel like I should have a fucking headache right now.
You won't have headaches ever. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
You're going to get so many explanations, but right now I need you to go back to do your job, and I'll contact you later.
Not much of a choice in this because I honestly like I feel like a pull to leave the room, and it's not fear. It's because you told me to. That's a very I feel that right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fucking New Orleans. And he just like turns to the room.
Given the reactions of the men to Liz and Siren, Jace's ghouls must
That's
be
not the
very
worst.
disappointed. Like I feel like real disappointed. So
Use his mind
wow,
factory.
you're
They're
so,
like just
you're
like
so
there. They
handsome.
get
No,
numbed on.
like,
Like okay. Just-
I send in the group chat, baseball bat, blood drop, thumbs up. And then I'm gonna change not into this
Sarah's
attire. I want to
recording.
be part of the party now. I did my job. I don't want to be this anymore.
Mhm.
direct and done. All right.
Very look. You guys are doing. You got 2 out of 2 for. Well, technically 3 out of
And
3
a bonus.
for ghouls.
3 out of 2. Like
Yeah, 3 out of 2.
We got a bonus school.
I want to know, Jace, how do you want to pull this other one away? She's just walking away from the on the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
I do clean Jason's shirt. It's nice. It's the least I could do for hitting him over.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's there was a little bit while he was unconscious that you were just
Yeah.
like, okay. And he wakes up to that.
Jace will.
I know there's a lot of S names tonight. I'm sorry.
no,
just-
it's
It's
okay.
fine,
You're
it's fine.
fine. We
what's
just need
coming
to-
out of my head right
You're
now.
okay.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, Jace will. Whenever he sees that, did Sarah get any drink on her at all, or is it just
No, Sarah did not. No,
Jason? Okay.
it was very
does
much
she have
all on Jason.
Does she have an empty glass in her
She
hand?
didn't even get to get a glass yet.
Okay, perfect. Then I will come over with a drink. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, that'd be great. What's the
Absolutely.
house tonight?
It is Matthew forgets what the name of it
three-legged
was.
dog.
The three-legged dog.
The three-legged
It's
dog.
The three-legged dog. It has vodka, cranberry juice, and Tabasco.
Okay, that sounds really good.
I've heard
And
that it's quite
you didn't spill
interesting.
it on me, so
I did not.
obviously win the night.
I would be. Yep. And he will. Yeah. Just as they are talking, he will just
And she's like I said,
successful
she's a
rouse
very-
check.
Yeah.
So he will just mesmerize.
Okay.
Follow me.
Did the rouse check succeed?
Yep, the rouse check was a
Okay.
success. I rolled an 8. So
Okay, so you
he
don't
just
have to
tells
worry
her-
about blood dots tonight. You should be good.
Fine, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Because yeah, my complex thing is going to be that she needs to follow me. Whenever we get to X room, she will yeah, she
Stand
will
there and look
she will drink from my arm.
Okay.
And then so we go back to the room.
She ain't getting a roll. 'Cause she's
I will bite my arm. I will hold it out to her.
and she suckles from your arm.
And whenever it's done,
Make it comfortable for y'all too.
yep. Whenever that's finished, he will just kind of clean the wound, like lick it clean.
Here's my question: how long do you tell her to suck from your arm? You bite your arm. You put it to her mouth. How much? What's your hunger at now? 2, right?
my hunger. Did it went up because I ghouled somebody?
Yeah,
So
you
it is
lost. You.
So it is at 2.
It's at 2 now, so you didn't actually get one.
Because it was at 1 at the
Okay.
beginning of the night.
She's going to take 1 drop from you,
Okay.
and she's not going to stop. So you let her take another drop.
Will letting her have another drink make her stronger?
Won't make her stronger, but it'll speed along the process.
Yeah, I'll let her have another one.
Okay. Do you let her have another one? Because she doesn't.
No, because that will get me to 5. So I violently rip her face off of my arm.
Okay, and she just kind of stands there, completing her task. The mesmerize spell is going to fade soon.
Yeah, and as it does, as it does, I'll just kind of Sarah, was it?
Yeah. Hi.
So there are going to be a lot of questions that you're going to have in about 30 seconds.
I'm already there.
Yep.
Oh.
I had a feeling, but don't worry. I'll get you some answers. Like tomorrow.
You put drugs in my drink. You put drugs in my drink.
I did not
I'm
actually.
never getting the drink from you.
Yep. And then you followed me.
Don't remember
and then you drank blood from my arm. And now you are special. So you'll get more answers tomorrow. But in the meantime, yeah, we have a whole summer camp set up for ghouls. But in the meantime, I don't say that. But in the meantime, just continue doing your job. Don't tell anybody about what just happened. And I will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. You have to listen to what I say. It's kind of weird.
That was the first thing I was going to do. And then you said not to do that thing. And I was like, yeah, why would I ever? And I realized the dissonance there. And I don't.
It's okay. Just roll with it. You'll figure it out whenever I give you more details tomorrow.
Are you gonna fucking kill me?
No, you would have already been dead if that was it.
Are you a fucking vampire?
Yeah, actually.
Can I go now?
If you don't tell anybody, then
no,
yeah.
I'm good. I've seen a lot of movies, and she just starts mumbling "fucking New Orleans" as she walks out the door.
And immediately when she leaves, I'm going to text Oscar to get his ass into the ghoul room, and then I'm going to feed.
3 seconds later, he comes
hungry.
in.
I'm
I just wanted
hungry.
to see, because she can't physically stop. You told her to just do it.
I did. And I am actually gonna just take 2 dots of hunger from Oscar, and I'm gonna tell him to go the fuck home.
Okay.
Because he's gonna be fucked up as he leaves. So.
And unlike your new ghoul, you don't feel like you have to make stipulations with Oscar. I think he's very much aware of his situation and what you expect. The assumptions of your needs has started to come. Yeah, he's gonna go home. He just kind of do you lick his neck clean, or where do you bite him at? I don't know where you bite Oscar at. The neck is still kind of intimate, and it's Oscar, so.
No, I think it will still be his neck. But I'm not gonna lick it clean. Instead, I do it low enough to where I can re-button up his shirt, and then send him back to the apartment.
Okay. As is always now with Oscar, there's this weird. You know that the bite is pleasurable, but for him, it's pain. But that pain is pleasurable. So it's not this ecstasy; it's this twisted form of it. And he walks away. So everybody has their ghoul. Well done.
And we all did it very in character of all
Radically
of us.
different ways.
Very much so.
My God.
Very much so. Fucking mind games, skin bat, and seduction and charm.
Yeah.
skin bad.
Afterwards, when they're all back at LaSalle in pajamas and comfortable clothes and they're talking about this shit, she's like, I'm sorry, you what? I'm gonna end up fucking that guy and you all just like hit people? What?
Wait, you guys didn't even use the drinks?
I used the drink! I used the drink! I thought that was the plan. I used the drinks! And they were great!
I can't use the drinks. They ask what's in it. I'm like, blood! That's not my fault!
Wait, why?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Oh.
Damn, I just lied. What do I have to do?
Yeah, you can't.
I was gonna say, like, I'm looking at your sheet now. Like, I know you have yours in person.
Let's come back to how the rest of the event goes first, while you stew over that.
No, I got it. You can either
flashback to-
take a humanity loss,
Okay.
or at the moment of the lie, you immediately go to 4 hunger and rage.
I will take a humanity loss.
Okay.
Cool.
With that humanity loss,
Uh-huh.
you can make a willpower check to lie. Without suffering any negative effects.
You mean like going forward now?
With like losing humanity or
Just in general from now on. Like,
or would she have actually lied in the moment? That's what I want to know. Because technically that's in the future.
No,
Would
she would have. I was talking as her, and she did let that out. And then she asked why, and panicked. I have no idea. That was a joke. Because it's a panic thing.
Okay. That being said, you guys have your goals. When you come out, as you guys a little bit later kind of regroup. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Are you guys going to regroup first, or are you going to just follow him out? Are you guys going to follow your goals out and go back to your jobs of the night?
I mean, I went back onto the floor and left my ghoul in his room. Like,
Yeah. He's going to be in there for a minute. What else do you guys do? Everybody's kind of mingling around. You're just gonna wait for the next stage of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I'm in a cool black dress now instead of serving clothes.
Yeah. Soon enough, Corey Brown does come out. He makes eye contact with you, Siren, Miss Jones. Makes eye contact with you and just kind of nods. And like he's kind of sat with his thoughts a little bit and kind of pieced some things together. Make a wits awareness.
oh no, a concern.
Oh no.
I am
no.
scared.
Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh.
5 successes! How?
Okay.
I have 5 dice!
As he walks
5
away
successes.
smiling.
Fucking...
As he walks away, he's smiling to you. He's smiling to everybody else. You see that it's not fake, but it's a conflicted smile of thoughts. And he takes out his phone and he goes to take a selfie with what was the vampire bird's name?
Strahd.
Strahd. He goes and takes a picture with Strahd with his little name tag, Strahd, underneath on his perch.
Yeah.
He leans in to take a selfie, and as Strahd like lays his head on Corey Brown's head to take the cutest vampire parrot bird senator picture ever existed, you hear him mutter underneath his breath, "Fucking New Orleans," as he takes the selfie.
And she murmurs back, assuming the heightened senses of being able to hear him. Giving you the chance to do more of what you love, and you love fucking New Orleans. And she takes a drink of whatever's in her hand and keeps doing the circles.
Yeah. And he takes a picture and kind of nods and puts his phone back in his pocket. Out walks Jason. And about this time, Sarah. And they all kind of regroup. And at this point, none of them have drinks in their hands. But they all just kind of nervously talk to each other for a second. Like, everybody to make me a wits awareness.
As a note, I'm going back out to serving.
Okay.
I know that Liz was gonna mingle, but I've done customer service. I've done my time. I'll do it some more.
2 successes, possible bestial failure.
Okay.
4 successes.
0. Okay. You had 4. Liz had 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
8 successes.
Oh,
8.
save us, Jace.
Okay. So Liz, what you hear is kind of, you're still on like sonar, like passive. You're just picking up conversations. You hear them talking and go like, oh, it's a weird fucking night. Yeah, it's a weird fucking night. But that's kind of like what all you hear from them as you walk. You hear somebody talking about Eli Abbott.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Abbott is now rejoined by his aide, and now Jace's ghoul, Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
The holy Jace there with the halo. Who never does anything wrong.
It's just me, or is
You hear
Matthew kind
people
of looking like a
talking
snack
about
right now?
him and making accusations about him being an old man with a young aide. And but you also hear people like nearby like, hey, it's who else is gonna fucking hire a 50-year-old to take his fucking notes? And like you have differing opinions on like that aspect. Like, he is definitely a man of some age. Is still obviously walking around, and he's unmarried. I'm talking about his poor wife. I bet she wished she could have come here tonight. Get the impression that he's a widower, but like that there's gossip. Jace hears, on the other hand, the very distinct conversation of these 3 piecing together what just happened.
To be fair, I told one of them that I was a vampire.
Yeah. So Jason and Corey are kind of like, he's cute though, right? That's not okay. What the fuck is going on? And
I would like Corey to be grateful that I didn't hit him over the head when that information gets exchanged and be like, hey, at least mine flirted with me and just gave me a drink. Like, she didn't beat me.
That is a form of flirting for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jason doesn't know that. Jason got hit
He
in the
will.
head. Actually, he doesn't know what he got hit in the head with.
One of you told your ghouls to keep their trap shut?
I did.
Matthew did.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also never had to with Eddie when it happened. That never came up. He just knew not to, like, it was, I feel affectionate towards you. I don't want to hurt you. It's fine.
No,
Like,
I'm
so, yeah.
concerned that the ghouls are now talking to each other about how they're ghouls now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
I got you.
You get Sarah goes. You almost don't hear it, but just by watching her mouth move and hearing the breath that she's making, vampires.
I will, as I see them beginning to gossip, I will come over with 3 drinks.
And they all slowly look at you like you, like 2 of them look at you like, oh, that's weird. One of them looks like,
I noticed that you all didn't have any drinks.
Actually,
obviously,
because I had a drink tonight. It was great.
well, you don't have any in your hands, so 1 on the house.
Oh no!
And
I don't
Sarah,
want
don't forget. And you'll just tell her to shh.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say it.
You were about to. It's fine. These drinks.
Is it fine or is it not fine? She's
will
not. She
be.
doesn't raise her voice, but she's.
I
very
know.
like,
I know. Just enjoy the party, you three. All right. Do any of you want hors d'oeuvres?
and Jason goes, actually, yeah. If you could bring some over, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Of course.
Are you?
I'm
What?
asking you a
Okay.
question. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
I'm a wait
Hors-
staff right now. Also, listen to me, but I'm a wait staff right now.
As you should, everyone. As you should. Listen to your wait
Listen
staff.
to your wait staff.
And he goes, if it's not too much to ask, that would be great.
Obviously. He'll just walk away.
The sass
He's
meter
very
on
like,
Jas
actually,
has
yeah, oh,
broken
fuck.
tonight. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that thermometer filled up
No.
and cracked.
And then he'll come back with hors d'oeuvres, make sure that they're not talking about us being vampires, and then pass out the hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, they have not. They're not talking about it. They're talking about how the weather is really strange tonight, and is it a full moon? Because it feels like a full moon.
They're
Yeah, it's a
learning the
weird fucking
masquerade
night.
speak on their own.
Yeah, they're
I'm so
very
proud of
good.
all of
They
them.
can't not talk about it, but they're going to not talk about it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, whenever I come back with the hors d'oeuvres, with on the tray, will also be a piece of paper with my phone number for Sarah.
Okay.
I'm not hitting on you, but here's my number.
New Orleans.
Text me tomorrow after sundown. Again, I'm not hitting on you. I know how all this sounds. Tell
He's
me.
like the most bored. Like, hey, look, this is what happened. I don't. Just to be very clear, I'm not. But
It's because the longer that he has to customer service, the more he's flashing back to the years of it. He's so tired
he's
already.
done with it so much. Because like, there's definitely been like some rude, fucking uppity people tonight. Just was like, yeah, hey, you. Oh,
And
fuck, I
the
hate this.
just the vision of him just murdering them.
Do you want to be a fucking ghoul
flashes
tonight
across.
too? You can be my pedicure ghoul. That's all you live for now is to give me pedicures.
Yeah.
I could have brought a gator, else meant body disposal.
Correct.
So as the donations start making their way in the boxes, you see people that have kind of like snacked all night and they've drank, and they'll slowly walk over there and put a little donation in the box. You guys, Yo-Yo actually comes over to you, Siren. Miss Jones,
Yes.
if you could have your associate that owns one of the clubs downtown to never send Freddy again,
They didn't
that
want my...
would be
Listen, they didn't
wonderful.
want my associate here. And good God, did we need someone extra though? But I'll make sure that it's not him again. What did he do?
He terrifies the ever living fuck out of me. Did Vegas tell you about this kid? He's
Not right
older
now,
than me
not right
now.
now.
First
Yo-Yo,
off,
hey, hello, hi, we're in public. Not right now.
no, I'm serious. No, listen. He can put a dude through a wall.
Where did he put anyone through a wall just now?
No, not tonight.
Okay.
No,
Hey.
no,
oh,
but I've
hey,
been watching
Okay,
him.
nope.
Fucking
Great.
ninja. He's a
Then
kung fu.
Stop.
Liz is breaking.
Discuss all of this
That's
later.
why he wanted to know about roof access so he could drop from the ceiling.
I appreciate your concern, darling. I'm trying to run a professional event. I would like to hear a lot about this later and take him to that fight club that Jem was discussing. Anyway, I would like to.
She
enter
just
him
like
and
turns
bet on
away
him.
and just like, oh my god.
She makes a note. Fight club. Bet on him. Got it. Later. She does look for Freddy though. Where the fuck is he?
Freddy is Romeo Woods awareness.
God damn it!
He's hiding.
2 successes.
You don't see Freddy.
Fuck.
Freddy sees you.
And I just,
rises up behind you.
I just quietly murmur.
I'm right here.
No. I murmur. Freddy, go check the back entrances. Thank you. And just get him the fuck outside. If he's freaking out Yo-Yo, give him a job.
And that's when you see him, like, you were looking, not at him, but, like, in his...
Right there.
He's not hard to... He's fucking Freddy. He's a little scrawny dude. He's got glasses.
I'm imagining Moss from the IT crowd.
Very much like
That's
Moss.
exactly
I was thinking,
what I'm imagining.
Oh, I don't know what movie I'm thinking of. But he's a ginger-headed kid with glasses. He's kind of a bully. He's really scrawny. I'll think of it in like 2 years and be like, oh, back
Great.
in the day.
Okay.
He'll text us at 3 a.m. Guys!
This movie, it's some
I
80s
assume.
flick. But like, he's a ginger. He's really, he's got like kind of not a pompadour, but like poofy, ginger hair. And then he like nods at you, thinking that you were looking at him, and that contact makes you go, oh, a little to the left, he's right fucking there. He just kind of nods and starts walking. Walking away.
She also mentally makes a note to tell Vegas that if he can't send a VFW guy and he's not allowed to come himself, then never fucking mind. Freddy ain't it. Like, no. Or next time she'll show over, I'd be like, no, we don't need an extra person, and have Vegas just wait the fuck outside, because no.
Freddy's
like...
the perfect dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Freddy is the perfect security detail.
I was fine with him until he scared Yo-Yo, and Yo-Yo don't scare easy. We've seen what
Yo-Yo's
she
seen him
drives. She drives a
Yo-Yo's
mystery
seen him
van and kills people with her thighs. She doesn't scare easily. I don't know what he did to freak her out. I don't want to know. No. So, that happened. At which point, she's a little uncomfortable, flustered, and that's when she goes out of her way to look for where Corey went. She's been mingling and ignoring it, and she goes,
Where who went? I'm sorry.
Corey and them.
Oh,
She was not. She didn't see any of that conversation happening earlier.
You see the three of them talking over there.
She's a little weirded out by the Freddy thing, but figures, hey, back entrances are done. If there was ever a time to get
That's
him on
Freddy's
stage, it would be
thing.
now. So she does make her way back to him and says, people are starting to make donations. If you'd like to come with me to have our little speeches and thank you everyone, to sort of push them over the edge there.
Yeah, of course.
And she
Sounds like a
offers an
plan.
arm. She offers an arm.
He takes it, and you feel like he is trying to arm hover inside of like escorting you. Like it's very much like if people were to take pictures, they would think that it's a politician trying to not seem overly familiar with some woman in public. You get the very telling impression that he is trying to not move and just keeps his arm very still to not jostle you, to not pull your arm, to not be dragged ahead. He's very much trying to not piss you off.
I wait until we're like on the stair. There's usually for like a staged area.
Yeah.
There's like curtains for privacy so you can enter. Like even on like there's little like she waits and
Yeah, they have
stops-
little side
yeah.
stages,
She
yeah.
stops him at the and under the pretense of adjusting his tie should anybody come and she knows that the microphones are off until she goes and turns them on, so they're not at risk of like being picked up. And you have a lot of questions. I promise. All I have done is put you in a position to make better changes moving forward. As of right now,
Good.
you and I are on the same side. I promise to do everything I can to make sure it stays that way. But
Oh,
I
you
need
phrased that so weird.
I need you to relax. I need you to trust me. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow. But I also need you and your friends who are similarly affected to not talk to anyone else about this. Not because it
We came to that understanding. Yeah.
I don't want you to be put in danger. And she will put a little bit of charm in, as she says, not just because it was a lot of work to get this done tonight, but because I genuinely liked what you had to say, and I do think you can do great things if you don't get yourself killed. So,
Am I bulletproof?
no. Which is why I need you to be very careful how you speak.
No, you don't know. We've all come to the understanding of where we're at.
And if you're
Kind
very
of
good, I'll
what we're
tell you
doing.
about the time that I got shot recently. So, go.
Hopefully, I don't ever have to feel that.
I hope so too.
And he comes. He just turns away from you, walks on stage. and he taps the mic.
She does go out and introduce him first.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And she does the whole let's give a big round of applause for our, for the senator himself and all of you and all of this. She does the very charming peopling. Thank you for your donations. It was so wonderful. Let's get a little bit more. We'll talk about the project and all these things. And now, for someone who truly believes in the strength and the heart of the community, Mr. Corey Brown, and she will just welcome him on.
He kind of raises his glass that he was given on the way in, and sets it down on the podium and
She
just
will
kind of
be
leans over.
off stage, specifically on whatever side the microphone cable is on, if she has to pull it really fast.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my held action is if he does something to fuck up, I just pull the mic. That's it. Carry on.
Okay. He goes. So the mic is on now. Okay. He goes. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Literally far too kind. You guys know that I don't usually do this. When I have to make speeches, it's usually a little bit more prepared. So I'm going to take the time to actually speak to you from the heart. See, no script. Already fumbling over my words. And he sets down his glass. Now, I always run on a platform of community for community. It's what our country was written on paper that it stood for. That's what we have all signed oaths to, that work for the people. We need to remember we work for the people. That's all of the people. If we don't like some people, we make their life a little bit better. Maybe they'll turn out a little bit better. The community, I want to salute you all. He raises his drink. We have taken care of our community as much as we can right now. But if you make a little bit more donations in the box, maybe we could take care of our community a little bit more. And if you haven't already written your checks, or if your pen is still a little wet, drink you another one of these. You'll be ready to do. See, these. That didn't happen because he doesn't want to be looking like it as the slush. But you'll be ready to make an even larger donation. So thank you to the event staff. We appreciate you. Thank you to the band. You guys are absolutely amazing. And he starts, applauding him, the band, and everybody kind of, gets on board and starts applauding. And he goes, and to Mrs. Jones for making everything in this event tonight happen. We appreciate you for making it happen. He raises a glass to you and kind of gives you applause, so everybody can applaud you all and the band. And he takes a drink and he starts to walk away. And he goes directly to make a donation in the box. And it's a little white envelope.
Can we keep, because he has awe, can we keep an eye on if they genuinely do start making more donations after he talks? She would like to be able to point that out to him. Like, hey, look what you did.
You actually see a couple more people take that time to go up and make donations. You see the envelopes were already prepared. You do see two people take out their actual just checkbook and go back and put it in there. Just no envelope, just actual check. And they kind of shake hands with Corey, and who would just put his own in there as people come up and shake hands with Corey. And they go about their business. Is there anything else you guys would like to tackle tonight? Then I think that is where we're going to end tonight with a successful quadruple ghoulation tonight.
The bonus ghoul? What the fuck?
Bonus ghoul.
I fully was expecting with the drinks that you were just gonna spike a bunch of them and just accidentally ghoul a fuck ton of people for one night. You don't follow up on them, it'll go away.
So
but
funny.
Everybody really likes Gem the entire night.
Yeah, just these drinks are so good.
Next episode, can we start the same night?
Yes, actually.
Do after the party.
Please.
I want to go give Rebecca Chase a visit.
Okay.
I'm going home with Corey. I don't trust him to wait till tomorrow to actually answer these questions. I'm going to answer them tonight. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to take the other ghouls with, or just Corey?
Does he live with the other ghouls?
He does not.
Then no, just like I'm trusting them to put their ghouls in ghoul school. They're not my problem. They're not mine. Like
Not
he
my
cannot.
ghouls, not my coterie. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they are my coterie. But
Okay, well, that is where we will end, and we will pick up with a walk to Rebecca Chase's next week.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious that because that went better than expected, so of course I automatically assume we left several things hanging that we didn't pick up on.
Preemptively anxious.
Yeah,
Freddy's
I'm
got 'em.
preemptively anxious. Correct.
If Freddy will just
Why
slice
else
their
is
skin
my boy
off, it's fine.
I'm scared of him now.
Good.
So's Yo-Yo. But Vegas did send him.
I don't know.
wouldn't
Have
be
I
surprised
confirmed that with Vegas lately? Like, that Freddy didn't just like show the fuck up. Like,
Send this motherfucker's.
yeah.
I have no idea who that man is.
I
no.
need to know his particular set of skills. Like, next time I need a resume. All right, or we're just
He has a
skipping
very
them.
specific set of skills.
I'm scared of that. All right, cool, excellent.
All right, so we're gonna kick you guys out and send you to Quests in Chaos with a raid. I hope everybody has a great night, and we will see you guys next week.